Okay, so members, we are going to see a different question about vectors. Now, the case here, we are going to be given two lines in a plane. Now, if you are given two lines, for example, find the equation of the plane with the lines, this and this. Now, these lines are in the plane, even if they say with the two pi lines, this and this. Now, this is the vector form and this is the Cartesian form of the line. Now, from here, all you need to do, first of all, you get the vector form of these lines. The one, this one, the first is going to be 1, 2, 1. And the second R2 is going to be, you see this is going to be negative 1, negative 2, 1, and plus alpha into, you see that this one is not hard, so it's over 1, 3, 2, 1. Now we see that if these lines are in this plane, it means that even their parallel vectors, these ones, are in this plane. So whenever they give you the equation of a line in this format, always deal with their parallel vector. So meaning this is u1 and this is u2. These parallel vectors are also in that plane, because if this line is in this plane, even this parallel vector is going to be parallel to that plane. So meaning that always, when we are given two lines, all you do, you cross those two parallel vectors so that you can easily get the normal to that vector. Remember, we said if you cross two vectors, what you get is a vector perpendicular to those two vectors. And if these two vectors are in the plane, and this vector you got is perpendicular to them, it means that it's also going to be perpendicular to that plane. So the idea is when they give you two lines, just cross their parallel vectors and then get the vector, the normal vector. So from here, we see I'm given, so from here, anytime my u1, so that my u1 is 2, negative 1, 1, and my u2 from here is 3, 2, and 1. So to get my normal, it is that now I'm going to cross them. So my normal will be u1 cross u2. So my u1 is u2 is 3, 2, 1. So let us cross and see. I told you the easiest method. What you do is you cover the first. When you cover the first, so we are going to be having now this negative 1 times what you get, negative 1. So you have negative 1, then minus 1 times 2, which is negative 2. So which will give you a negative 3. When you come to the second, you cover it like this. When you cover it like this, it's that you have 2, but you said if you come to the j, you will start with the negative. This will be 2 minus this and this, which is 3. So we have negative 1, and this negative we have 1. When you come to the last, that's what you have. You be having now 2, this time this is 4, minus this time this is negative 3, which will give you a positive 7. But now, in most cases, we want always this one. Anyway, we can understand our normal is this. So, if you have a normal, all you do is n dot r equal to n dot a. Or from here, you always want the x to be positive. So, you can factorize out a negative from here, or you do it in the final step. So, from here, if this is my normal, so I put negative 3, 1, 7 into r is again x, y, z. Then now we choose any point for the line. So it's like when I pick this point is the easiest point. So on these two lines, because these lines are in the plane, it means that even their points are going to be in this plane. So you choose any of these ones. So let me take this one, 1, 2, 1. So if I take that one, and I also have negative 3, x equal to 2, this would be negative 3 plus 2 plus 7, which will give you, this is 9, which will give you a 6. Now, if I divide 3 by negative, I'll be having now 3x minus y minus 7z equaling 2. On the right side, I have negative 6. That's my equation. Okay. Now, the second approach, this was the first, so the second approach, we use now the other one. Remember this formula, r equaling to a plus lambda u1 plus alpha u2. So you start here, also we need to pyrovectors in the plane, and we have the pyrovectors. These lines are pyro in this plane. So you need a point, you can get any point. So from here, this will be now my x, y, z equaling to a point. If I take a point, 1, 2, 1, then plus lambda, u1 is 2, negative 1, 1. Then plus alpha u2, my u2 was 3, 2, 1. So can I form now equations? So if I form equations here, my x will be 1, this time this I get, plus 2 lambda, then this one is plus 3 alpha, equation 1. Now my y will be 2 minus lambda, then this and this minus alpha, equation 2. Now when I come to the second, I have now a. I had 2, I had y equaling to 2 minus lambda, this one is plus, no, this is plus 2 alpha, it's plus 2 alpha. Then when I come to z, z will be 1 plus lambda, then this time is plus alpha, equation 3. Now from there I look at what is it. You just eliminate one constant, and after the remaining constant you make it the subject of the formula using two equations. So you see, the easiest thing, first of all, I can use this equation and this one that I eliminate lambda. So you see, if I say 2 plus 3, I'm going to be having y equal to 2 minus lambda plus 2 alpha, then z equal to 1 plus lambda plus alpha. I'm adding them. If you add them, you have y plus z equaling 2. This will be a 3. This will disappear. Then by 3 alpha. Now make alpha the subject. You have y plus z minus 3 over 3 equaling to alpha. This will be your equation 4. Now still, use any of these equations, and now we eliminate still lambda. So, to eliminate lambda, the easiest way is, if I multiply this by 2, so that this coefficient is also 2. So if I multiply this by 2 and I add, it will be easier for me. So I'm going to say equation 1 plus, and then here 2, so that the coefficients are the same. Because I want to eliminate lambda, so plus 2 equation 2. Here we have x plus equaling to 1 plus 2 lambda plus 3 alpha. Now, in equation 2, I'm multiplying by 2, so here we have 2y equaling to 4 through by 2. Then minus 2 alpha, then plus 4 alpha. This is lambda. When I add now, this when I add, I have x plus 2y equaling to 5. You start when I add, lambda disappears, this will give me plus 7 alpha. Making alpha the subject, you have x equaling to alpha. This is equation 5. Now you start, your alpha of course will be equaling to alpha, implying that equation 4 will be equaling to equation 5. Because this is alpha, this is alpha. So if I equate, I have now over 3 equaling to over 7. So now we are going to cross multiply like this, and we are having 7y plus 7 plus 7z, and this minus 21 equaling to, when I cross multiply the other side, I have 3x. This will give me plus 6y, then minus this will give me 15. Now, if we take everything the other side, you'll be seeing that I'll be adding 3x this side. Then, when I take y, this side will be now 6 minus 7y, which will give me a y. Then, when I take z the other side, I'll be adding negative 7z equaling 2. Now, I bring this side, I'll be having negative 21 plus now 15. I think that will be a negative 6. And members, you see that the same equation, if you use this approach and this approach, the answer is going to be the same. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I wish you the best.